Alright, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 3 4 chucro chicre. No, I'm kidding. Yo, what's good? I don't even know what language that was, but yo, forgive me if it was a little offensive. I'm saying my open mind can be, of detriment to myself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? What does Kendrick say in that one line? My open mind, what, I'm scared of my open mind. You know what I'm saying? An open mind can, depending on how you use it, I feel like, you know what I mean? Well, ReWAD, heteroactivity today, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is. Let's see. This is why I think being single forever, blah, blah, blah. Yo. Heteroactivity covers male degeneracy affecting the youth negatively. Let's get into it without wasting any further time, right? Without any further ado type shit, right? Let me just cue it right. Get it in the right spot. Then we can lock and load. Hold on though. Gotta introduce you though first, buddy. Whoa, my bad. Wrong thing. Okay. This is why I think I will be single for... What? Okay, Steven. Damn, you think you finna be single forever? Let's hear the reasoning, man. What's good with it?
Yeah, today's a different video altogether because I believe that I might just be lonely as fuck. And coming to, the internet and, letting everybody know that, hey, I'm going to be alone forever it's crazy, bro. It's diabolical. Sometimes some things you don't want to hear, you might just hear because, hey, the truth is painful.
Talk
I want
about
to
it.
start off by
Talk about it.
saying for the fact that I believe this has to do with society, the Generation
What's
Z
this?
involved, when it comes to finding the right spouse or partner, all that kind of stuff. And the world we live in right now is
What about it?
technologically based, meaning that most of the time you find your dream wife is probably from the internet.
That's what I was about to say, yo. It's like even the whole dating thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was going through a trial and error type phase. Internet dating and whatnot. I mean, I think it's still going through a type of like a trial and error kind of phase where people are still scamming each other. You find a whole lot of scamming. You find a whole lot of catfishing. You find a whole lot of fraudulent activity, right? Yeah, but then at the end of the day, it's like as the world moves into that more technological advanced way, people are bound to find ways where it's like it's made safer. You feel what I'm saying? So it may be safer, and that's where I feel like the point that it's making is validated. You know what I'm saying? We are moving into a time where, yeah, officially finding your spouse shall be through an app, bro. And with that being said, I feel like the normalization of that being a weird thing should just like, be put to bed, bro. It shouldn't be a weird thing no more. I don't know, especially through I mean, if you're not ignorant, you do realize the fact that even things like Instagram, bro, if you're about to just like whatever social media platform, talking about DMing, shooting your shot through that, you know what I mean, and just like kind of conversating and setting up dates, this, that, and the third. Feel me? That's some online type dating, right? That's some internet kind of dating. It's just that an app like Instagram or an app like say X is not, just exclusively made for dating, but people do it on there anyway too. So that's why I'm like, yo, put to bed the whole, narrative where we see online dating as a weird thing. It's like it's here, man. You feel what I'm saying? So I get Buddy over here.
Probably you're going to meet her 40% of the time from your phone. And way back in those days in the 90s, during
Even
my
Bo WhatsApp,
grandma and
what?
grandpa times, there was no such things like that. You genuinely have to walk up to a
Yeah,
lady and just
physically.
talk to a lady. I feel like society and our generation have made finding the right one or finding the dream person
Hmm.
hopeless. And I'm saying this from my own perspective. You can have hope, but for me, it's hopeless. I've lost all
Everything,
fucking hope.
everything, bro.
Yesterday,
Completely.
I went to my homie's crib
Man,
and we were just
nah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel Buddy though. I feel Buddy though because if we're gonna like look at this whole perspective, you see the thing that I just broke down in terms of like just moving into a time where social media shall be normalized as an alternative way into getting into the dating market or the dating world. It's like now imagine if people are socially anxious, aka they keep their accounts private and things like this. You know what I mean? It's like it's gonna be hard, especially if we taking people who believe in soulmates, right? Your soulmate could literally because now it's easy to get into the rabbit hole of your soul being the one that's like privating the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, yo, you might, you know, kind of subconsciously curse yourself with with FOMO, the fear of missing out, because it's like, yo, what if it's one of these ones that just like keep their account private? It's kind of like this whole thing. If you were aware enough growing up, you know, during a time, if you were growing up during a time when everybody was outside, right? When that was like the societal, energy, when everybody was still outside type shit, before the internet took over. You feel me? It's like you would there still would be people that are locking themselves inside the house, introverts that like you never see them, but they literally your next door neighbor. You feel me? It's that same concept where it's like those are the kind of people where, on social media they keep their accounts private. You never see them outside. You know what I'm saying? You probably might see them comment or whatever the case. That's if you got enough motion for your reach to even reach those type of people. So that's them like popping outside to just, go buy something at the grocery store just to come back, lock themselves up back in the crib, right? Type. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with those people, and I feel like they may probably, I don't know, but those people are kind of like Chico because if they choose to private their own shit, how are they still able to, view other public figures' things, right? If they choose to be private, they should be blocked out from the public figures as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay in your own bubble, like, type shit. So that once they are ready to also just, like, pop out on some, I want to shoot my shot, or I just want to see who I can, like, you know, engage with. You feel me? You know, then they gotta, like, just unprivate their shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like step out of their shell or whatever, And then it's fair in that way, right? For as long as you just want to be by yourself or what, don't even view other people's because it's like, it's kind of unfair. I don't know. It's kind of unfair. That's like my whole argument with it type shit. But that's the energy that it gives, right?
chilling, and we're just chilling, playing video games, playing FIFA, just chilling, doing boy stuff. All of a sudden, his phone started ringing, and it turns out to be one of my homeboy's chicks. You get me. So she's familiarized with me, like, because I'm really fond with girls. I'm fond with the females. So she was like, "Hey, how's Steven doing? Hey, where is he?" So I took the phone and
What did you do?
I was just like, "Hey, yo, long time no see, long time no see." So I told her if she comes, that we are hungry. The boys are hungry. They haven't eaten in a long since morning. So she was like, "Oh, you hungry? Okay, if I pull up, then I'll cook. Yeah, I'll cook." It's like, "You cook?" It's like, wow.
Y'all ain't never
But
experienced that.
she said it in this way. She said, "If I come, there will be food." So automatically, all I had was
There
she's
will be
gonna
food.
cook because I can't cook and my homeboy's too lazy to cook. So she came.
So you know none of y'all touching the pots. None of y'all setting foot in the kitchen to begin with. Even.
After like
I
four
get it.
hours, and she came. I was like, "Hey, yo, where's the food?" She said, "What food?"
So that nigga, I'm about to
She said,
cook.
"Where? What food?" I was like, "The food you promised now. Where's the food?" They're like, "Boy, I didn't say anything about food."
Did she bring groceries at least? Did she bring what she's about to prepare? Like, because obviously, nigga, y'all niggas don't even cook. Like, so is there even anything to prepare, anything to eat to begin with? You know what I'm
I was
saying?
like, "But you said it literally on the phone. Hey, once you come, there will be food." So I took that literally, and she denied. I was like, "What?" Then my homeboy was like, "Okay, there's potatoes in the kitchen. Go cook some." She said she ain't doing none.
What?
She kept on
Wait,
going, going, going,
why did she say there's about to be food though?
going, going, and she didn't stand up and like at least try to cook. Now, from this perspective,
Or did she
I
cook
was like,
noodles?
man, what is up with our gender today? Like,
Oh.
can we do something for each other?
Wait, why did she say there'll be food, bruh? I don't get it. Is this generation schizo? What?
Without like making it look so big. Like, what's the problem? And I was like, man, you know what? I give up in dating, and I can't keep on doing this shit. Now, she didn't cook at the end of the story. She didn't cook. It was
Nah, nah. Let me tell you why you actually deserve this kind of treatment, right? Because number one, you are also blatant about and you know what? Like I'll give that to you. You are literally blatant about the fact that you yourself cannot do it, meaning you yourself have never taken the step or the initiative to even learn to cook. You feel what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, excuse me. You've never even taken the steps to cook. So now, and you don't even hide that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now you expect somebody else to come through and then there to be food. Okay, you even expected that girl to know how to cook. No, obviously she's not gonna know how to cook, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because you attract what you are. You feel what I'm saying? So, based off of the fact that you guys are even friends, you guys relate off of similar things, aka not wanting to cook. Hello, you know what I'm saying? Not even having the brain to have the know-how to cook. You feel what I'm saying? So, birds of the same feathers, they flock together. I know you probably have heard that saying. You feel what I'm saying? So obviously it should come to mind that even though she gets here, the fact that I'm not, you know what I mean? My brain is not wired that way to be like, let me be a type of human being that at least gains the skill to know how to cook, or at least like have the thinking to be like, okay, let me provide something to cook. So even y'all even relate on that level. You see what I'm saying? I feel like, yeah, man, times are different in the fact that you know what I'm saying? It's the one time where you literally see a physical manifestation of the man attracting what they are, really, literally. You understand what I'm saying? If you're lazy, that's like purely what you're gonna attract. You know what I'm saying? So that like there's come on, Doug. I know you feel it. I know you get it.
her other homegirl that entered the kitchen and cooked. Now, she didn't cook at the end of the story. She didn't cook. It was her other homegirl that entered the kitchen and cooked us fried potatoes, and we ate. But the story just made me wonder, man. I looked at myself and I was like, Yo, I've seen like variations of people act this way, and it's not only on girls, but both girls and boys. This has nothing to do with gender equality, so don't you ever say I'm a misogynist. I'm not. I'm not.
All right,
You all want gender equality, everyone gets gender equality. But what I'm saying, this generation is fucking good
it's
because
cooked,
it seems like
and it's no, you know what I'm saying? It's ironic because y'all cooked, but y'all can't even cook. Hello, you know what I'm saying? Hello.
the smallest thing to do for a person is so fucking big, man. And I'm not ugly. I'm attractive to some people, and I'm not gonna lie, I attract some form of females in my life.
But you literally attract the lazy ones. I mean, a female can be attractive all they want, but they can be lazy as a mug. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, it's not a bad thing to have your values wherever you choose to have your values. I mean, people can choose to have like how a lady appears, you know what I'm saying, or their aesthetic over a lady's character, a lady's mental, you know what I'm saying, competency levels. Hello? 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 Hello, somebody, hello. I'm saying over a lady's character, dog, moral compass, things like this. You know what I mean? So for it shouldn't even come as a surprise unless this was actually the first time that this was about to happen. But even then, it should tell you that, because think about it, y'all, like the conversation of food wouldn't even be a convers. It wouldn't even be a conversation. It wouldn't be a thought. It wouldn't be something to think about had you already been a guy that just takes care of your own empty stomach, right? Hello, hello. I'm talking. I talk. You hear me? You hear? Hello? You know what I'm saying? So if you were a guy that already can take care of your own hunger, dog, it's like okay whenever you getting together with whoever your homeboys, maybe a lady coming through. You feel me, on some heteroactivity, or you throwing some sort of like chill ass party, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hello? I talk. You hear? You already hear me or no? Whenever you do that, you're gonna make sure that shit is provided in terms of food, because you already are a human being that thinks for your own stomach. So whenever that's like, you know what I'm saying, whenever you're around, you take care of that, even though it's someone else hosting something. You'd be like, yo, is anybody like, what's up with the food? You know what I'm saying? Is everybody contributing like to the food, or is somebody covering the foods while somebody, other people cover other things? Like, you know what I'm saying? You already think for your own hunger, so it's not even a problem to even other people that may be hosting something, because you're already there covering at least an important aspect. Do you get how it works, bro? Hello, hello, hello. I talk. You hear? Somebody hear me? Someone here? Please say something in comment, please.
but when I do, I'm not really hopeful for the fact that I'm going to see a future with this person because I feel like there's a whole level of, I don't know, miscommunication. And even if there's no communication involved, and when you try to put some communication into it, they still don't understand. I don't know, Chad, but
What do you know, brother?
yeah, right now I have 10 girls
Whoa.
on contact list, and I'm not talking to none of them.
Because none of them can cook. None of them can fill the belly up, bro. Facts.
And
Bro, and think about it, right? Pause, right? But you're the man. You're the one that's supposed to fill their belly up. Pause. Not. Why does it say pause? I mean, facts. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Facts, hello? You know what I'm saying? Hello. Facts. Um, you're the one that's supposed to be able to fill their belly up, bro. Because you're the filler. You feel me? You're the one with the mechanism that fills up, nigga. And actually think about it, bro. If you're a man, when it comes to food, bro, Yeah, I get like the traditional gender roles where it's like the woman is the one that like stays in the kitchen, blah blah, because she's the one that prepares the food, such and such. You know what I'm saying for her man, all that, or her man and the family, like the whole family. Hello, you feel me? Um, and so if you really think about it though, it's like the man, the role of in terms of food, it's for the man, bruh. You're the one that fills everybody's stomach up because you're the filler at all. You have the mechanism that fills up. It has to get in and fill it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the food you provide, you fill that up. With the food, the nutrients, the proteins. The protein. The protein. Alright, my bad. Hello. Hello? Okay.
Every day as I wake up, I check my phone like as if I'm receiving some kind of news, as if I'm some kind of celebrity. But in the truth, I'm just lonely. I'm a lonely motherfucker. And only for
Facts.
the fact that if I walk up to a girl, try to talk to that girl,
Uh huh.
I might just be wasting my time because there is no point at this point. Like
Nice.
it's just like going in a loop and just doing something you've seen over
Hello,
and over
hello,
again.
hello, hello. Are
So
you here? Are you here? Hello?
saying all this shit right now made me realize that I'm going to die alone. And it's better I
Okay, okay.
accept it,
Break it down, break it
It's
down, break it
just
down.
better you accept it. And to all these niggas who be saying, lock in, get some money, go grind, and the right one will come. Nigga, no. What right one? Once I get my monies up, I repeat, I am not looking at no female again. Is it when I grow up or is it when I become rich? That's when the right one will come. The right one. How would I know if you're not pretending or you're not catfishing? Hmm?
Catfishing, yeah, that's right.
So, with all being said, with all due respect, I don't have any hope, nor today or the future.
Not even a little?
Because if
Huh?
I grind and I make it and I'm still a lonely motherfucker, might as well be a bachelor for the rest of my fucking life.
No, and there's nothing wrong with that because look, bro, I feel like we do have to have the mindset where it's like, we have to understand the world that we live in. You feel me? Wait, hold on. We'll get to it. You know what I'm saying? We'll wrap it up. Pause. Wrap it up. Pause. Extra pause. But I feel like, yo, we live in a world where you just gotta understand the kind of space that we live in, right? Yes, we have an alternative option like social media. I feel like the more we accept what is around us, regardless of what the general narrative about that subject is, you're gonna have to work with it because it's in front of you, right? AKA, hold on, bro. I told you chill out, bro. We're gonna wrap it up. Pause. Right? Or you wanna get closer to hear me? You can't hear me? Hold on. Let me get closer to hear me. Look, bro. No matter what people, say about, for example, social media, right? It's a tool, bro. It's something, and whether it's for positive or for negative, that's for you to decide at the end of the day. But you know, whether they like people think it's used for positive or negative, that's for them to decide, bro. You can get something authentic. You know what I'm saying? Keep your mind at the fact that you can literally build something that's authentic for yourself. You feel me? For example, bro, it doesn't mean each and every contestant from 90 Day Fiance. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean 100% of those couples never built anything genuine. Yes, a whole lot of that it was catfishes. Yes, a whole lot of that, a motherfucker was told, yo, I am this way, or he saw a couple of pictures of some lady, and then when they get face to face, it's a my 600 pound life type, human, lady in there. It's like, yo, there's a whole lot of that, but 2% of the time, bro, 2% of the time, you will find something genuine. Be the one that thinks that, yo, I'm gonna be part of that 2%. It's kind of like this AI thing too. You feel me? Who said you cannot fall in? Man, come on. Who said you cannot build a genuine connection with AI? Bro, listen to me, right? AI can understand you. Yes, the understanding that may come from a Siri or from some, you know what I'm saying, a Gemini, something like that. And, you know, make sure that you download the female version so that it feels genuine at least. I don't think, you know, until the upgrade happens where they can accommodate each and every culture's language and things like that and attach that to the AI so that, you know, each and every person from each and every corner of the world can relate, that's cool. You can still connect with AI. You can still have her, you know what I'm saying? You can still have her, like, have certain emotions. I mean, you got to download the latest update for her to have the latest emotions so that you can relate. Come on, bro. That doesn't have to be a negative thing, bro. Just because you want to. Okay, cool. You may need some head from time to time. Cool. AI cannot give you that. For me, bro. Sex workers cannot necessarily be a negative thing when we're talking about that, bro. You okay? You literally. I mean, we all have our levels of being weird, right? You're weird. Cool, you're weird. We're all weird. I got my levels when I'm weird. A little bit. You feel me? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you're sexually degenerate like that, where you literally cannot like connect to a point where, you know what I'm saying, you cannot get somebody to literally suck you off. You know what I'm saying? Sex work. Websites. Niggas. There's websites you can tap into. And I'm not, bro, you, look, man, Steven, I don't know. How old are you, How old are you first, buddy? Fuck. I should have asked your age first, nah? Damn. Wait, what? Let me see something here. Help me hit 1K subs before my birthday. When the hell is your birthday, and how old are you? That's the most important question. Should have asked that. I should have asked that first. Okay, forget the websites. Forget the websites. You look like a guy who's allergic to corn anyway. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't eat corn, right? I don't eat corn myself. I do not consume it whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, yo, sex work services cannot be a bad idea. I'm talking about like, wait, 2026 moving forward? Bro, they even have like different classes, different levels of like these sex workers. Bro, you can get you something nice. Bro, you can have you something nice, and then at the end of the night, you go back to your Siri-powered home. Where, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you want the bitch ass to shut up, she can shut up. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying, even AI, that's what I'm saying, AI. Build a genuine connection with AI. What else, bro? You can literally don't listen to what society feels and what they think about this thing, dog. You know what I'm saying? Just like know how to use these things. God damn, bro. There's nothing wrong with these dating sites. Nothing wrong with it, bro. Chill out, bro. Okay. About to zoom into a video here by my boy Astro Dior. He caught his dad clapping his girlfriend. Wait. He caught his dad clapping his girlfriend. So a nigga dad shot him with a stunner. Nigga dad took his bitch. Okay, how does it look like? Let me see how I feel about this one. I don't know. It's kind of, isn't this like some regular shit though? Like, what are you talking about?
And today we're reacting to man catches his dad smashing his girlfriend, and this happens. Hey,
it happens regularly.
Crib, I don't know when I'm gonna be leaving again. Niggas took me out, man. I ain't gonna lie. But in regards to the video, this is one of them where you and Pops might actually have to fight to the death. It might be over with after that. Ooh, I missed that boom, man. Damn. Let's get into the video, man. Let's do it.
Welcome to your favorite news network, the Dusty News Network. You know where Negro news comes first, and I'm so excited to be your host today. Breaking news. Now, I know love is a very complicated thing. Trust me, I understand it. That's why I'm not really dealing with it right now. I'm in love with Paul Molina, and Paul Molina is faithful to me. I ain't got to worry about no cheating. I ain't got to worry about none of that stuff. All I got to do is worry about self-capitalization, and I'm all right. But some of y'all want to go out there and actually date other people.
Chill out with the clapping sound.
But it gets complicated. especially when somebody get caught cheating. Now, there's a terrible story right now about this young man who found out that his fiance, well, she didn't want.
Not your fiance though. Jesus! Not like we done did the whole get on one knee. Hey, I love you. I want to be with you. Just for you to come through and do me dirt like so? You're gonna do me dirt like so?
Go ahead on and go through with the wedding. All right, she didn't have no interest in going through with the wedding, and he was shocked because he loved her and he got kids by her.
Right.
But then this happened.
Did you hear the story about the man who suspected his fiance was cheating and then he caught her in bed with his father? Trey Turner from Ashtabula, Ohio, made a public announcement explaining that he was engaged to his fiance Danielle and they already had
Taking this to Facebook, because this is what it looks like. Taking this to Facebook. This is one I'm like, Batman.
Bro, you gotta understand, bro, not every man is built the same though, Astro. You know what I'm saying? It's like other niggas, bro, they don't trust their hands like that. You feel me? So the power of probably, I don't know, social media, I don't know. You know what? I ask myself, I'm literally asking myself right now, like, what's the point of actually coming through and just, you know, ratting on yourself, like telling people that you don't even know that, yo, this is what happened to me, blah blah. Like, I don't know what the point of that is. Maybe it's just to express what could be going on inside so that you don't have to bottle up some toxic shit. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, not everybody, you know what I'm saying, has faith in their own hands. You know what I'm saying? And that not every man is built the same. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, no nigga might be scared of his dad, dog. So all he got is this parasocial connection with his social media followers, probably.
I can't beat it out of these situations, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I'm coming on here and telling. I'm just handling it. I'm handling it. However that looks, I'm handling it. Feel me? Big bullet. You know what I'm saying? If that's how I'm feeling, that's how I'm feeling. Everybody gonna feel me. You see what I'm saying?
3 kids, Trey Jr. and a set of twins. He said they were planning.
Another thing though, bro, it's like there's a certain type of energy that you got towards your dad. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain type of aura that you may be sensitive to, you know, based off of the fact that he's your dad. So it might not be as easy to just like jump, especially like considering how your dad might have done it at that moment. Your dad might have been like so slick, so low key with it that you may thought he was a clean motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, your whole life up until this point where it's like, damn, bro, with my fiance though, out of all people, I'm saying, you may find out your dad was actually creeping, you know, not even mentioning the fact that it was with your fiance out of all people, but he might have hid that so meticulously, and because he hid that, you had a certain respect for him. So now he gave, you know, this a certain aura about himself to you. You know what I mean? He gave off a certain aura, so you've had that reverence towards him. So even now, at that moment, finding out, it may not be easy to just jump on his, you know what I'm saying, and just like break his neck on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be more shocked. Like, you'd be shocked, frozen shocked. You feel me? First, before, you know what I'm saying? Before, you know, even attempting to put hands on your father. Like,
to be married, but she called off the wedding at the last minute, which made him suspicious. Trey says he begins to suspect that his girlfriend was cheating on him, but he had no proof, so he thought he was being paranoid. One evening, Trey says Danielle told her that she would be taking the kids to spend the night at her mom's house. But when he called to speak to her, she hung up in his face. So he called back a few hours later to say goodnight to the kids, and she didn't answer. And that made him think something was going on.
I ain't going.
He decided to take his dog for a walk through the neighborhood. And he was shocked when he saw Danielle's car parked outside his father's house. According to police reports,
yo, pops, yo, dad, he ain't got
that's cold.
No type of
that's cold.
Loyalty to
that's cold, bro.
Bro, that's the most, because you gotta think about it as niggas, right? You know, niggas, we see something, maybe we trying to be on that. This nigga was whole time looking at his son's woman. You gotta watch these freaky bro. You think you gotta look out for it? Let me tell y'all something, bro.
Bro, hold on. My bad, my fault. Let me just lay this one out first. Pause. Like, I just want to point out this whole thing of, you know what I'm saying, even bringing your girl in front of, like, your family, you know what I'm saying, things like your uncles, things like your brothers, your father, things like that, you know what I'm saying. It's cool and dandy the fact that you guys had a dope bond growing up, like you and your dad, you and your uncles, you and your cousins even. You know what I'm saying? It's dope that y'all had a dope bond, you feel me? Y'all got like a tight relationship, but that don't mean like, bro, especially when we talking things like wanting to, you know, hold down a fiance, cuff up a wife, you know what I'm saying? That's like grown man business, and a grown man does not stay home forever, bro. You gotta take your ass on out somewhere, you know what I'm saying, to go start your own things. So, but people get like even smothered so hard by their own families, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not I do understand the fact that people have, you know, there are situations where people have really strong relationships with their fathers, so they never want to just like separate. You feel what I'm saying? So through whatever phase of life, they need their dads there. You feel me? They need their fathers next to them. I'm not knocking that, but it's like you gotta understand, this is like grown person activity when we talking about like starting your own family. You gotta start it far away, bro. Especially if you know what I'm saying, y'all are an attractive bunch in terms of your bloodline, in terms of your genes. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, you are going to attract the baddest. You feel what I'm saying? So obviously, since you're attracted to that, your family will be attracted to that. They may, you know what I'm saying, some sort of play might happen there. And it's unfortunate that, you know what I'm saying, it had to manifest this way for Buddy right here. It's mad. It could be like shameful. You know what I'm saying? Damn near. This is mad toxic. You feel what I'm saying? So it's better for you to just like move away when you're starting things, like even just like moving out to go and try and be independent with your own life. Go start your own lifestyle type of living type. You know what I'm saying? And just like move away, bro. Just move away. Go have your own identity. Go like build your own family like under your identity. You feel what I'm saying? So that they're at a distance from weird shit like this. You feel what I mean? This is crazy, bro. This is insane, nigga.
You think you gotta only look out for these other niggas trying to get on your girl, people your age, your people that they got more money than you? Not even that. That's not only that. You gotta also not. And that's, when I say this, I'm not saying you gotta watch your girl and doing this. If she feel like she doing that, then you just need to end it. I'm just saying it's not only them niggas that's gonna get on your girl. It's also gonna be these niggas. 45, 50, 60-year-old.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Your own family, nigga. Your own blood.
They still trying to get on that. Feel me? This is the most peak time. They probably got the most money they've ever had. The most freedom. They not with their wife no more. And they see some young. Like, damn, that's a lot of movement. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all the truth. Old niggas be trying to get up my girl. Old niggas,
I feel it.
Niggas, they like my girl.
I see it, man.
They see my son with her too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they like, oh hell nah, this nigga not pulling this type of, you know, this type of fine shit in front of me. Nigga, when I was his age, I was probably all type of, you know, getting all type of rejected. Or whatever the case, your pops may have even been eating the finest, eating the baddest out there. You feel what I'm saying? But the fact that you're like probably pulling another type of bad, you know what I'm saying? You probably pulling another race type shit, you know what I'm saying? And he probably always felt insecure about that. He could never probably pull another race, and you out here doing that in front of him, you know what I'm saying? The finest of the bunch. Come on, bro. I need to get me some of that. That's probably what he's thinking. Facts.
Of course, Trey broke into his father's house and found Danielle sleeping naked in the bed with his 46-year-old father. He jumped on his father, trying to beat him down, but his father got up, went to the kitchen, grabbed a knife, and stabbed him 6 times.
God damn!
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That is crazy. Damn. Nigga, the nerve to do that to your own dad, bruh. Okay, I get that was a crazy. That's a crazy.
Hey, is that a bitch? He ain't even gonna fight straight up.
The father and the son were taken to the hospital, and Trey was airlifted to the trauma unit in Cleveland, but no one was arrested. Trey went on to post an update saying that Danielle told him that she was gonna put him on child support for the twins, but not for the oldest child, Trey Jr., which makes him think that Trey Jr. is not really his child. The last update I saw, Trey said that Danielle was still messing around with his father, and he didn't like it because his father was being mean to the kids. So there you have it. What do you think?
Nah, hell nah. I'm sorry, like something like that. I'm not gonna lie. I might gotta leave it in the street, bro. I'm sorry. There's
What you mean though?
no way like I can sleep at night and you not finna have my children. Listen to the story, ma'am. Judge, listen to the story. She with my dad. No, let me get my kids. If all right, y'all gonna get my kids. All right, for sure. Bet. I ain't gonna tell you my move. Bet for sure. That's a bet. All right, that's a bet. I'm telling you, like,
Bro, at this point, another type question to ask is this child even mine or my dad's? Hello. I'm talking, you understand?
I'm telling you, especially with my children, my son. I'm thinking about my son.
Damn, bro.
I'll come through that bit and tear that, man. And my dad, he gonna have to get a restraining order on me because I'm gonna be trying to whoop this nigga ass every day. I'm talking about, oh my gosh, this is painful.
Think of this story. Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierka with a T. Follow for more.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, imagine, man, your dad is clapping your baby mama. And then the 3 kids you think is yours, only 2 is yours.
Bro, that clapping sound is too graphic. But anyway, yo, that like at this point it's like, bro, you don't even know how long it's been going on for. It could have been going on like forever, dog. Meaning all these kids might be like your dad's kids, not even your own. Facts.
So think about how dusty this is, man. Your dad is with your baby mama, and not only is your kids his grandkids, who, by the way, he's being mean to, because those are his grandkids. But really, his grandkid is also his son, because he most likely is the father of the kid that you thought was your damn kid.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Not gonna lie.
Hands on your daddy, and your daddy still stabbed you 6 times. You almost lost your life. Had to be airlifted. Bro, ain't no cooter worth that much. Now let me just say, I done been in love before. I done cared about chicks before.
It's not even about it at that point. At that point, but fuck what Shorty talking about. All right, bet you want to do that, whatever. It's my dad. You playing like this is such a diabolical situation. I don't think I would wake up and screaming at night from some shit like this. I wouldn't be.
You'd be waking up in cold sweats and shit, bro. Look, bro. Here's one point that I want to lay out right quick. Right, I feel like we're heading towards a time where the generations are finna be worse, right? Because now, what do you see now? You see people having kids at a very young age. I mean, I be asking a couple of my peers too. I used to be asking a couple of my peers that I would go to school with, like, because even in college, right? A couple of my peers, like people around my age range, already on the 2nd, 3rd kid, right? And I'm talking about like single women, you feel me? With BDs and shit like that. So I'd be like, yo, okay, so you like, what's the whole joy factor about this? And I'd always get stories like, hey man, at least I could be able to relate with my kid before it's too late, before like I'm super old and I can't even hit the club with my kids. Like, I've heard that. Hello. Hello. You feel me? I've heard that. Like, yo, I'm not gonna be able to just like kick it with my kid. Like, I wanna be able to, be interested in and know what they into and they friends and shit. Just like, man, chill out. Watch out. In my head, because I always want to appear as the type to first listen, to listen and not judge. You feel me? Because that's always, but everybody judges. Fuck all that kind of, type talk. Everybody judges. So it's like, the one thing that I want to point out is the fact that now that you relate with your kid, you feel what I'm saying? Now that you're able to relate with your kid, are you telling me it's because you can have access to even their spouses, bro, their fiancés? So you know what I'm saying? Look at the door that it opens. It opens up some toxic ass platforms, opportunities where the toxic side of you may just jump out, claiming, nah, I just You know, I just want to relate with my kid, man. I don't want to be old enough. No, you have to be old as shit compared to your kid, bro. Facts. You know what I'm saying? These are the kind of things that make me think, yo, it makes sense to have your first kid at around like 45 as a man. Your first, I'm talking about firstborn. I understand this man over here was 46 and the kid and his son, I don't know. I think, you know, it was around his 20s maybe. He was a young guy having this kid, right? I'm talking about your first seed drop, boom, at 45. You feel me? I mean, your baby mother can be like around 38, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? And if y'all having a boy child and the you know, your baby mother's 38, by the time it's a boy child and your son is like 28, you know, the mother's like 58. The fuck is a 58 gonna do with a 20? Okay, that still happens. I think 20-some-year-olds still take down, you know, 20-some-year-old bulls can still take down 50-some-year-old. Like, yo, okay, that one, yo, that one is scary. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying though, like now we're talking about maybe let's say you was 45. By the time maybe, and then let's say you have a daughter. By the time your daughter's like 20, you're 65. It's too crazy for you to you know what I'm saying, to fondle with even your son's girlfriend at that time. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Just like at that point, like, yo, come on, fuck hands, bro. It's over with anyway, bro. You're old enough anyway, bro. I'm putting the guillotine to your neck, bro. Straight up, bro. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? As a you feel me? That's why I feel like it does make sense at some points to just like be somebody that just, you don't need to relate to your kids, man. Come on, be old, just grow up and just go do your thing. You feel me? And let the kids be the kids. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just how I feel, bro. So that you can avoid moments like this, obviously.
Be able to go to bed, like sleep good from this. I'll be sleeping in terror, waking up screaming in terror.
And cold sweats.
Like I'm talking about, I couldn't even live right.
I done did all that.
Hey, yo.
But boy, ain't no love worth that. Don't get me wrong, I can see getting mad. I mean,
this is his audio, right, y'all? Just want to make sure. 411. We're gonna come back to it.
Said they were.
Yeah, it's his audio. I don't know why it sounds like that.
Worth that. Don't get me wrong, I can see getting mad. I mean, I can see being ballistic. I can see even crying over it. But man, if that was my family member, it would never hear from me again.
Ever.
Bro,
that's not
crazy.
Enough.
Some of y'all family hate
it's not enough.
y'all.
It's
And to
not
even
enough.
pick a chick
No
like that
ways,
who would
bro.
do something like that, that's disgusting. But I'm glad y'all did it because, hey,
I'm not gonna lie, I would have done the same thing. Just ghost the motherfucker. I mean, because like literally staying around there, I literally would have had to like violate you in the worst ways. Where I've had to like, where you know I would have to literally face life sentence. I don't have the energy. I don't have. I'm never in the mood to go and, you know, spend a life sentence for a motherfucker, for real. You know what I mean? So like I choose peace. So ghosting you like on some, like literally treating you like a motherfucker that passed away. Literally changing locations, relocating it wherever I'm gonna land, right? I'm literally gonna like buy a tombstone with your name and your details, everything, like, and just create a whole little story of what happened. Just detail everything on the tombstone, you know. Just died of natural causes or something, just to psych my mind up to be like, this guy is literally dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, type out a fake death certificate, bro. You're gone.
I'm about to get paid today on
Thanks.
the Dusty News Network. Next story. But guys,
His audio.
we still talking about relationships
weird.
right now, okay?
There
And
you
this
go.
is
It's bad.
this is interesting. Relationships is where it's at, obviously. But what if I were to tell you that instead of us dealing with father and son, we're dealing with best friend and best friend?
Dang.
Let me explain more.
you mean?
All right, y'all. So this next story comes all the way from Little Rock, Arkansas, which is crazy because I don't really get y'all on my, on my show
Shout out everybody in Arkansas, but y'all ain't got nothing to do out there. I ain't even been there. I just know y'all.
a lot. Y'all all close to Tennessee though, okay? And basically it has everything to do with a few characters. So this lady here is named Crystal Vesey. All right, so Crystal Vesey is a young lady who used to be the best friend of a lady by the name of Letitia Porter. All right, Letitia Porter was married to a guy by the name of Jason Porter. Now, Letitia Porter is, if you see this old picture, that's him in a red shirt with his little flip-flops and her in her yellow sandals. Letitia Porter,
she got that good cooking arm, boy.
Passed away last year, okay? At age 37.
Dang.
Okay? It happens. So, like I told you, Crystal Vesey was her best friend. But something happened that she would not have expected.
Damn.
What was that happened?
Don't tell me that.
Well, now Crystal Vesey is in a relationship with Jason.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Well, I know we gonna sleep good tonight. We enjoyed ourselves day one in Las Vegas. This is some fluky flaw shit, bro. Oh my gosh.
Porter, which was
What
her late
type
best
of-
friend's husband. All right. Now,
Damn.
I want you to see how close they were, okay? Letitia Porter, December 15, 2018, said this. Good morning, everyone. I would like to wish my good friend Crystal a very happy birthday. We have been friends for 17 years. It's a blessing to have lasting friendships. She is family to me. Yeah, boy. May God bless you and hope this day is filled with joy, love, and relaxation. Well, at the same time, Crystal Vesey is going public with their relationship. Talking about, I know we're going to sleep good tonight. We enjoyed ourselves day one in Las Vegas. That's them all being a couple and everything. Now, people around the internet is mad because, yo, how you gonna do this to your best friend?
Exactly,
Check
bro.
out this post here.
It's like,
That's
bro,
nasty.
don't give a damn that she gone. That's like, that's so just fluky and flawed. Like, probably what happened is they were probably linking up, like maybe mourning together or something.
Okay.
And one tear turned into some draws
Oh
draws
shit,
dropping,
that kind
turned
of
into
yeah.
some
I see that.
flying.
I see
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
And the cheeks clapping. So I see it. I see it.
And it turned into I kind of like you, and then it turned into let's
Let's take it to the next level. Let's make it serious. Let's go public. All
go to
that.
Vegas, and now look.
You know what's hot and sexy?
Yo.
Living in a small town like Little Rock, Arkansas, seeing your best friend happily married, feeling a connection to her husband, secretly being turned on by him. Then when she dies, a year later, you get console for her husband by sucking his D to make him feel better and hopping on a flight to Vegas for a vacation.
Damn.
That's apparently Crystal Vesey's mindset. This story goes as follows. A woman named Letitia Porter died in January 2024. Now, a year later, her best friend of 17 plus years, Crystal Vesey, is in a public relationship with Letitia's husband. Crystal posted photos online of the two vacation in Las Vegas. She wanted everyone to know about how good the D was she was getting from her bestie's grieving husband.
Damn it.
Many online are calling it betrayal, saying Crystal started dating him shortly after Letitia's death. What am I sensing? The sex they are having is off the chain because it's taboo. Personally, I would never. I'll stop there. Okay. Now here's the news clipping of when Letitia Porter passed on January 17, 2024 at the age of 37. And then this is somebody,
They ain't
Brittany
even
Nails
wait.
Marie, somebody upset with the situation. She says this: anybody that know my sister, this must be Letitia Porter's sister, knows she loved her family and friends, especially her best friends, and to get on the internet and see that ish is hurtful and disrespectful. Letitia Porter, I'm sorry, sis. I know you looking down upset. I'm sorry, sister. You have snakes right next to you.
It really do be the ones the closest to you, bro. That's the craziest, bro.
That you called husband and best friend. I'm literally lost for words. But if y'all know me, Jasmine and Tisha, I'm the sister that take ish far. Ain't no in between about my siblings. I'm always on that hard. No, I'm not okay. My mama not okay. No, my family not okay. That ish foul, and that's why you gotta watch who you call friend.
Bro, and another thing, I know this is a dark situation. Imagine what this guy would have done had she still been alive, bro. All that heartache, all that, you know what I'm saying? That because he would have went on to like cheat on her, bro, like heavy. He would have went on to do this with the best friend, regardless of whether she passed on or not. You feel what I'm like? I feel like it really would have went there, and not only just that moment, it would have been something that's habitual. He's probably like one of the, like, come on, like, you see how now they probably like a thing, if you know they to this day consider themselves a thing with the best friend of Letitia. It's like he's gonna do the same thing to Keisha, right? He might just like see who the baddest among Keisha's friends and just like start getting himself closer to that on some shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, this guy would have done the thing regardless of whether Letitia had passed on or not, right? So with that being said, it's like, you know, just trying to see the light, you know, the bright side in a dark situation or in a dark type situation. She got shielded. She got protected from a life. Imagine like a life of just dealing with a nigga that's just like a creeper, dog. You feel me? Damn. And if you think about it, damn. Oh my god. You know what I mean? Like, is it crazy to go ahead and assume that she would have just like passed on young anyway, because a life of dealing with a man that creeps this bad or this like intense, like this toxically, bro, with a best friend, even like not even maybe a co-worker, somebody I don't care about, like my best friend, like, you know what I'm saying? Like dealing with somebody like this would have gave you heart problems, you know what I'm saying, stress problems, therefore, you know, brain problems, I don't know, that would have affected you anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? To a point where, like, it would have been RIP at a young age anyway. Like, this is crazy, like, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Because, again, like, you know, a friend like that, they close to the fam and some more junk.
Mm-hmm.
That's dirty, nasty work.
I mean, that's
dark
crazy,
as fuck,
right?
bro.
Now, remember, she died. The wife died. Then the young
And
lady
they
announced.
flicked up, and the husband ain't feeling nothing. He's smiling, posted, feeling good.
A year later. Nothing more than 12
Her
months.
best
so
friend
dirty.
is now in a relationship
Nothing more than 12 months later.
with her husband. You can look at it in two ways. Well, she passed away, but that was still her best friend. Maybe she would have wanted it that way. Or the husband was cracking her the whole time.
The whole
Now we
time.
gonna start investigating,
Yikes.
like, how did she die? Did y'all try to poison her?
I
What
hope
did y'all
that's
do?
not-
Why did she mysteriously die? Was y'all in the whole death so y'all could be together?
Or did she probably like off herself? Because, you know, these, you know, she probably found out on some, she probably was suspecting, and, you know, then a play was probably done on her.
At the same
I don't
time,
know.
now we got answers.
Maybe.
We want to know. We want to know what happened. Next story. Now imagine you dated somebody like 10 years ago. Okay?
Right.
You dated somebody like 10 years ago. Then you find out that the person that you dated 10 years ago has a baby with somebody in your family. It could be your daughter, it could be your son. Say your son was
Oh,
like
whoa.
What?
My daughter or son?
What? Bro, what twisted stories are y'all like just... Oh my god. What lifestyles is people just leading out here, bro?
Whoa, hold on.
Nah,
Somebody
dog.
I dated 10 years ago?
For the fact that, bro, even like this could just like happen, just the access to this. Like, what kind of demon is this floating around my shit? Like, you know what I'm saying, how do I have people around that think this way? Like, I feel like as a man, bro, like these type of things happen. This is the exact question you ask, bro. What kind of demon is floating around me, bro? How dare a motherfucker have the audacity to think to, you know what I'm saying? Man, to do this kind of thing with my son or my daughter, bro, come on, bro. Why do we even think that way?
What am I, 30 and I dated her when we were 20? That's it, nah. That's still, bro. People ain't got no code, bro. They ain't got no morals, no code.
11 at the time. Now your son
That's
is
crazy.
21 or your daughter's 21. The person you dated 10 years ago around your age got a kid with your son. That would be crazy, right?
Wow.
So you know we back in Florida, okay? Now there's a dude by the name of Gouda Mane, and then there's this chick out there that he used to deal with, okay? About like, a few years ago. So she used to let Gouda Mane clap, but
definitely says Gouda Mane.
He's now accusing Gouda Mane or getting her daughter pregnant. All right. She says here, Gouda Mane, please tell me this isn't true. You was hunching my child too, shaking my head. You need to be ashamed. Hell, both of y'all, you just hit everybody raw. Oh, well, I tell you, that's Florida. Yes, you couldn't control me, so you went after my child, and she fell for it. Well, I be damn, Gouda got another baby, and nope, don't nobody care because you got money. What about the principal having morals? Now, Gouda Mane says, I hit an OB when I was a jit. Then her daughter caught me later when she was a fully grown adult. End of.
I hit an old bit. Damn, when I was a jit. So when I was young, I hit. Okay, wait, hold on.
Think about it.
Nah, it's still odd.
Still? Break it down.
But I guess if he okay. So Pete, check me out.
All right.
From Gouda Mane's perspective, there's a woman older than him that he hit. 10 years go by. So let's say she's 30.
She's 10 years older now. She's 40.
20.
Yeah.
10 years go by, he 30.
She's 40. Cool.
Her daughter, 20 now. But maybe he ain't know she had a daughter. That'd be very wild.
So meaning the daughter was 10 at the time when things was initiated.
He knew she had a daughter. Very wild.
Oh yes, because he would know that the daughter's 10 and he would be having his eyes on a 10-year-old the whole time. Right? For her to even 10 years later turn 20 and for him to be 30 and the daughter's mother to be 40. Cool.
Wild.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But
twisted.
if I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt,
there's no benefit. Okay, cool. Okay, go ahead.
Maybe he didn't know she had a daughter. And then if you come to find out and she about to have the baby. But how would you feel as a daughter to know that your child of your father of your child has also had a relationship with your mother?
Story. So that's what he posted. But wait, this is the mom clapping back.
She's grown now. Destiny's gonna be 26, yes. But when I was messing with him, he was 24 and my child was 14. Talking about he ain't really see my child like that. Now they.
Oh, okay. Yep. So yeah, now he's a sick weirdo. Yo. Now he's a sick weirdo.
Twisted, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
It's over with.
Now it's both of them, and she's so stupid as y'all see. She let him get in her ear.
It's over.
She's gonna go by anything that he tells her. Just like yesterday, I'm asking her like, why is you reposting what he posted? That still don't justify what you did. You looking dumb. Like you need to not say nothing. Her and my other child need not to say nothing. Like what? And then my other child, what you so mad for? Was you the babysitter? And then if you got grown kids and you done went through problems, not saying you got to be on here and say yes, but these kids. These kids, the first thing they yell is, you was a bad mom, you ain't never do nothing for me. If you know me, you know my children I ain't never had no hard life. But if you got girls, you already know when some girls go to getting that dick in them, we did it. As females, when we go to get that dick in us, that attitude go to change. They don't want to be at their mama house because they can't do certain things at their mama house. We all done been there before. You heard me? And that was my kids. So all that they talking about, I ain't never been there before. Guess what? Because the same day I found out, like everybody else from the live, because she was arguing on the live with one of the girls that she knew that was supposed to be her friend. They told it. So I guess Destiny called herself trying to beat me before somebody else told it, and she texted me. She didn't call me, she texted me a little paragraph and let me know that Gouda was the daddy. So now I got to reread.
That is Gouda. My bad.
This bitch, like, I know I ain't seeing what like I just seen when, mind you, my child, she's my oldest child. And if you know me, you know my kids will tell you I don't hide nothing from them. I need you to know how it is out here. You heard me? I don't hide nothing from them. Damn right when she was 14 years old. Damn right I wasn't going to tell her that me and this man was fucking. I wasn't supposed to. She was a child. But I was supposed to, when that man come knock on that door, get that money from him. Gouda finna come drop off some money for us. You heard me? My kids was well aware. He was well aware who my kids is, and my kids was well aware who he is. You heard me? Even still to this day. Probably last week or the week before, bitch, and he ride through and then Destiny was out here. Guess what? I'd be like, ooh, there go Gouda. He mad at me. He ain't talking to me. You heard me? You knew Don't matter if it was a one night stand or not, you knew. And then everybody talking about they went and went to the media. They went and went to the media about this. It was already in the media. The media brought it to my attention, so I came and approached the media. That's how that went down. I didn't make that picture of my grandbaby and that man. Like, yo, come on, man.
Nah, man, sick little shit, man. Sick little shit, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, what's going on with Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates? Well, okay, let me read this one more time. What Brittany Renner just did to Kevin Gates is plain evil. Alright, there we go again. A little bit of that mess again. It's my boy O'Shea Duke Jackson himself this time. Heteroactivity. We got female degeneracy. Let's quickly tag it before we get into things, so we can get right into it. Right? Cool. Female degeneracy for this one, ladies
By
and
the
gentlemen.
time April 2025 came around, Brittany Renner had converted to Islam, and
I remember
she
that.
was with none other than Kevin Gates.
I remember
now, this
that.
was interesting because Kevin Gates was still married to DREKA Gates. Right, and DREKA Gates, for all intents and purposes, has always been a supportive wife.
Bro, I
She's
heard
never
that.
disrespected Kevin Gates.
I heard that.
When Cardi B does Offset. She's always been there, even if she didn't agree on something. But instead, Kevin Gates was flaunting around Brittany Renner as if DREKA Gates didn't exist. But then that didn't last long either.
We got married April 6th and divorced May 28th.
Brittany Renner had left and the relationship was dissolved. And this is interesting because Brittany Renner never went back to Kevin Gates. She's doing her own thing now. And this was odd because Kevin Gates seemingly had 2 wives.
Wait, did the reason even come out of why? Hopefully O'Shea shares it. Hopefully O'Shea shares it on here, right?
At the same time. But he has said before he only wanted how many wives?
Being Muslim, you can have multiple wives, right?
Say we can have 4, but 1 is preferred.
Okay, so if you can have...
I don't want multiple wives, I just want 1.
Again, Kevin Gates seems to be a narcissistic person, and indeed, that's what he is. He'll say anything to get what he wants, even if he hurts people at the same time.
I want to make one thing very clear. I would never with a married man. This man told me he's legally separated, so that's that. I simply came onto this platform to express how I feel because I have every right to feel the way that I do. Okay. And to any other women that are going through the same thing, it's okay to stand up for yourself. Dealing with men that manipulate, gaslight, lie, all of that. I'm sick of it all. I'm sick of this man leading me on this whole time.
But despite Kevin Gates and all his problems, he still had a woman who was still showing him a great deal of respect. Even
I always ask myself like how she did it, bro. Like, I mean, we just come from a video. I think it was on this one. No, it was. Yeah, it's probably on the previous video that I reacted. Well, yeah, the previous reaction video that I recorded. That's what I wanted to say. So it was like, you know, delusion can get you what you want. Some shit of that sort. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what kept her going, bro. It's like probably telling herself that, you know, or maybe it comes from, you know, how she came up. You feel what I'm saying? Seeing how women, you know, go ahead and endure. You feel me? For the sake of XYZ. You feel me? The children, the family, whatever. The investment that a marriage means in, you know, to her and the people that brought her up. You feel what I'm saying? So it may be all of that, and even that can be like considered delusion, depending on who you ask. You know what I'm saying? It could depend on like some. It could, yeah. It could, yeah. You know what I mean? So other people could just like criticize it differently. What you believe about staying committed. What you believe, you know, your meaning for commitment may be different. It may be seen as delusion from someone else. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. You know, had a little blonde moment there, but yeah, I know you understand it. You understand me when I put it that way, right? So I feel like she had a lot of that. You feel what I'm saying? Especially, you know, when even things like the family unit mean a lot to you. It's especially as a woman. I would think. I don't know. I'm not a woman, but to a woman, bro, like this is all we got. Especially with the older generation. I don't know like how old she is. But with the older generation, I mean, even the people that raised them up, it all comes from the man is the one that does the takes the lead and does the initiative, takes the initiative and goes out there and the lady or the woman, the woman, manages the home. You feel what I'm saying? Makes sure that things are put together no matter the storm. You feel what I'm saying? We weather that storm type shit. So she probably, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you take that same mindset, you put it on, a 2025 kind of context, 2025 kind of mentality. It's like, bro, girl, are you even serious right now, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Respect yourself, girl. Go do your thing. Go outside and go, you know what I'm saying? Run shit up. Over which, you know what I mean? It's just according to what's being normalized these days. You know what I mean? So, that's why that may be seen as like, bro, you should have been left this guy. You probably was lost in this delusional whatever, right? Fantasy of an image for the sake of, your kind of morals. You know what I'm saying? Your kind of like integrity in terms of marriage, the family unit, with people that are still married.
Even though Kevin Gates was disrespecting DREKA publicly, she still went to Baller Alert and she was like very, very excited to talk about him and even mentioned like some key things about how they met.
He was picking up his sister from my brother's football game and I was going to see my brother play football.
And what happened?
He hemmed me up.
I know he said something to you though. What did he say? What was his first words? Like, what's happening?
What's happening? It was something like that. He was in front of me walking. I'm behind him. He kept turning around looking at me, but he said that I was looking at him. Of course I'm looking at you if you're walking in front of me, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so then he hemmed me up at my car. We talked for like 2-3 hours.
Oh, wow. Damn. Your first interaction, you talked for 2.
First interaction.
When I look at DREKA Gates, I see like so much black femininity. And this is interesting because so many black men complain about, the way that sisters act, they're not feminine.
I heard that.
They're this and that. But when you see DREKA Gates, you don't see that. Because DREKA Gates is damn near perfect.
You guys fight? No, not really. Okay, Kevin has this thing. He's like, a person would be really pissed off with you. And I was like, why? He was like, because you don't fight back. He's like, because you don't argue. Like, I really don't argue with him. Like, I'm not about to argue with you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. She doesn't even argue, which in my honest opinion is insane. You have a lady that doesn't argue and is still your wife, but you're still treating her like trash? Well,
but now think about it, bro. That does open up the opportunity for somebody to be like, oh, when I test you, you don't like fight back. You know what I'm saying? It's him testing his boundaries at that point. You feel what I'm saying? It's him testing like, okay, how far can I push this? Because I really want to see where this boundary is, like where this woman really gets ticked. Because the more she keeps a stoic kind of front, it's like, bro, it's like you're allowing me to keep going or go harder. You feel me?
That's exactly what happened with Mr. Kevin Gates. You see, Kevin was so busy trying to impress all the other women out there that he forgot to impress his wife and his kids.
That's crazy.
And despite embarrassing his wife wherever he went, DREKA Gates eventually had enough of it, and she then filed for divorce. But that's not all.
DREKA Gates, the ex to Kevin Gates, who has the kids with him, wants $70,000 a month and spousal support and child support. And this is after their relationship kind of fell apart. We've seen Kevin Gates, date Brittany Renner publicly, and people were like, is he in one of those relationships where you could date multiple people? I guess maybe not. But the crazy thing is now, $70,000, even Brittany Renner was only getting like $6,000 or $5,000 or something like that from PJ Washington, the person that she had the kid with before she even got with Kevin Gates. That is 10 times more and seems completely unreasonable for a rapper. She's saying, oh, Kevin Gates is neglecting responsibilities, is buying all these luxurious things.
Not only does DREKA Gates claim that Kevin Gates put her in $7 million of debt because he didn't make any payments on their farm. He was too busy buying cars, being irresponsible, and not being accountable. That's right, Kevin Gates is not making a whole lot of money being a rapper, but he's spending all of the money on Brittany Renner and the rest of these chicks while at the same time neglecting to take care of his responsibilities.
That's what was happening with Unc.
And now other people are upset.
DREKA, I hope she get everything that she is requesting plus more. See, that's what them type of men do. You want to rebrand yourself and wear suits everywhere you go, even on stage performing gangsta music. You want to sit in podcasts talking about breathing exercises and healing and this and that when you leave the woman who bared your children.
I heard about that.
For other women.
Again, Kevin Gates
breathing exercises.
This thing, probably DREKA Gates for a long time. He is a master manipulator. But the real situation is DREKA probably would have broke up with him and left him, but the $70,000 a month would have never happened if, he just didn't throw it in her face. And now Kevin Gates doesn't want to spend the money. He's saying that, he's never married DREKA Gates and all of that. I mean, just completely being a buster. But what I want to say to a lot of the brothers, and I know that a lot of times we can get on here and clown women and say that, you can't find a good one out there. You can't find this or that. But in certain pockets, I believe, that you can. When it came to Kevin and DREKA Gates, she did everything that a wife could possibly do. She had his kids. He was definitely making mistakes out in the public. She never went out in the public and disrespected the man. She changed religions for the man. It wasn't just Brittany Renner converting to Islam, extreme version of Islam. DREKA Gates did what, any woman was supposed to do. She followed her husband.
Man, fuck that, bro. DREKA's a certified queen, bro. Fuck that. I've never, listen to me, bro. I've never said that about a female, bro. Because I've never, genuinely felt, but DREKA, nah, DREKA, bro. DREKA gives queen aura, bro. Fuck that, bro. I don't care about, what a narrative says, dog. If you're a young lady and you, I don't know what the chances would be. Because I saw my analytics is 100% males. And, I love y'all boys out there, bro. But it's if a female happens to just, bump into this, bro. Man, look at everything that this woman is doing, bro. Just do that shit. You're a young black female, bro, and I feel like to go towards, to head towards a direction that, fuck, bro, a dignified, bro, respectable, aura-filled type queen, to be that kind of individual, bro, look at everything that this woman is doing, bro. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. Hero? I'm talking, Hero, you understand? Come on, bro.
Down the wrong path, of course, because
bro.
Extreme version of Islam. DREKA Gates did what any woman was supposed to do. She followed her husband.
Bro, damn, she's so come on, she got it, bro. She's so beautiful, man. Come on, bro. On top of that, she's at this point, I literally gotta be yo, Kevin Gates. This man's mental issues are just out of here, bro. You gotta be schizophrenic to just go for a Brittany Renner over. And okay, look, I don't mean to be so, Brittany Renner's meat so hard. I don't even give a fuck at this point. I don't mean to be so hard on her shit that I come off insensitive, towards the people that really be, suffering from schizophrenia. But it's bro, this guy, brah, how he be seeing shit, he got it. Okay, what do we call it then, bro? You seeing the wrong shit, bro. You seeing the wrong shit. You go after Brittany Renner tail, dog, over. Bro, I'm so disappointed, nigga. I'm damn near about to cry. This is terrible.
Down the wrong path, of course, because he ended up divorcing him. But she never clowned the man, even though
she never even clowned. She never even went online. Okay, for as far as I know, and even if she did, bro, I'm pretty sure it wasn't so crazy. Yeah, he's doing that. He's even a dirty man, Keep it bro, come on, bro. Bro, DREKA is the model. You know what I'm saying? In terms of a model to look towards. You know what I'm saying? She's the method, nigga.
was doing
if you're a young black woman, like
embarrassing
she the
her,
method.
embarrassing her kids. Now her kids can't even get any support. And still to this day, she's never went on a podcast. She's never tried to get clout off of Kevin. She still tried to be amicable as possible, even though they're not going to be together. And Kevin Gates is still looking at himself. He's saying that, why should she get that money? You know, we not even really seriously married. Well then, if you're not really seriously married, bro, how does she file for divorce?
Right.
Again, y'all not making sense. And when it comes to a lot of the good black men, I hear this all the time, right? A lot of brothers will say, how come good black men never get good women like DREKA Gates, but the Pookies
They do, they just waste them away.
A good woman like DREKA Gates.
They just waste it away.
I get what a lot of brothers is going with that, and it's so easy to say that.
But then again, just because they the good women, you know what I'm saying, it don't mean that they go through a phase where they be slow as well. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't mean that they gonna go through unperfect phases where they literally reflect, you know, they literally reflect their dumb decisions. You feel? I mean, we all have our levels of shortcoming, dog, and just damagedness about us. And when, you know, apparently, you feel me, according to the general narrative, you attract what you are. You feel what I'm saying? So for you to attract somebody like this, it must say something about you. And at this point, you know what I'm saying, people grow up and the damage is done. But you feel me, like, for how she carries herself though, I feel like she could be more of a teachable spirit, and you know, her energy could be harnessed better and beautifully, bro. You know, if she could just like link up with somebody that could just be able to contain her kind of soul, though. I don't know if you get it, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when we go through present moment, she's everything that, like, you feel me? Like, present moment? At least from the outside looking in. Let me just put it that way, because, man, because at the same time, I don't know whether to just, like, dismiss this nigga Kevin as slow or just schizo. I don't know, man. You know what? Let me just retract what I said about him. Because everything does happen for a reason. Kevin does seem like a reasonable man. Like, he does have sides where he's mad reasonable. Like, he's like logical. Like, I fuck with Kevin. I respect him, dog, to a degree. You feel what I'm saying? So let me just like retract my ignorant statement. I take all that back. There may be a reason. Because as I say, bro, you may be good material. You may give off good material vibes. But that don't mean you're perfect. Right? That don't mean you don't have like aspects of you that are damaged. That, you feel me? Like, I don't know. If Kevin were to be extremely transparent, extremely vocal, we would probably understand his side of the story. You know what I'm saying? As to like why he thinks. Okay, but DREKA is the one that filed for divorce, right? So he probably. Yeah, nah, I cannot put this past Kevin, dog. Slowness? Okay, I'd say the one, okay, the main shortcoming of DREKA Gates, bro, is, you know, being so committed to it to a point of detriment to this guy, dog. Like, come on, bro. Like, what else could it be? Like, because it's hitting me now. She's the one that falls for divorce. He's not the one that wanted to part ways, but she was, you know what I'm saying? So, man, yeah, this is crazy, though.
All the good black women like a bad black man. And let me just say this. Yes, you could have good women in relationships with poor guys, but here's how you got to think about it. You got to think about that because you are a good man and you're improving and you're solid, you're going to find that kind of woman because that's how you are, all right? Yes, it's very unfortunate that a woman like DREKA Gates, who I feel is not perfect like anybody else, but is a good woman, eventually got into a bad situation with a man or with a bad man. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that you can't get it, all right? I honestly believe that as a black man, if you are a good person, you're adding value to people, you really want to be in a relationship with a woman and you really want to add value to her in her life, and if you're looking for the right qualities, people like you, it's plenty of DREKA Gates out there, because for whatever you are as a man is what
really, bro. Really, O'Shea? There's plenty. Well, shit. Like, you better tell me where to find them, bro. Cause I need me one. Like, fact. That's a fact. Where they at? Nigga talking about there's plenty. Well, they probably look, man. Okay, there probably is a lot. And maybe the plenty that are there are just like not putting themselves out there, or they are. It's just, man. There's also these layers of just how things have become weird in terms of heteroactivity. Activity between men and women. When we're talking the actual dating market. So you might get general blanket statements. Stereotypes that just cover all these women, and then in a good man's mind, it may that statement may cover even good women like DREKA and them, of which it's unfortunate, and even vice versa. Certain stereotypes about men can just like cover up, even the good men that could be good to you if you're a lady bumping into this video, right? So it may be, I don't know, bro. This nigga talking about there's plenty though. Okay.
But you'll get.
He ain't lying.
If you're a person that is a user, you're a person that's a liar, you're a person that's a cheat. I mean, what do you expect you're gonna get? You're gonna get all of those things.
Damn right.
Lying, dustiness, and cheating. That's what you're going to get. But if you're a brother who's serious, you want to add value to people around the world, you want to be honest, you want to be transparent. It's a lot of black people out there that are like that. I just kind of believe the same thing too, that well, Pookie gonna get all the good women out there, and I don't never get the good ones. Well, that's my problem, right? I don't even worry about that anymore. The fact that DREKA Gates was able to stay with Kevin Gates for so long lets me know that the right available lady, if I come across her, would stay with me under the right circumstances. And there's plenty of black people out there that'll give you that value. You got plenty of black women, plenty of black business opportunities. Like, the black community is dope, you know what I'm saying? Even around the world, you will find good people anywhere. And just because there are a lot of bad people everywhere, that don't always have to be your experience. It just doesn't. It doesn't have to be your experience. Negativity doesn't always have to be your experience. So we got to also understand that. I was talking to my homeboy, he lives in the Carolinas, and he was just talking about, like, if he could find a woman that was his type in America, he wouldn't be coming to Africa and clapping it up. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is some
goes to Africa to clap it up.
Women here in Africa, and it tends to be a lot easier for the brothers to talk to women here. But those women are everywhere. You got just as much talent pool for women in America than you have anywhere else. But it depends on us. It depends on who we are as individuals, right? It depends on what we're willing to offer. It depends on how we present ourselves. And it depends on what we really want. Are we really serious? Are we putting ourselves in a situation where we can get good people? And ultimately, what happened with Brittany Renner, who didn't have any respect for his wife, okay, and she was supposed to be a Muslim, she cost this guy a lot of money. If Brittany Renner would have just said, no, listen, you're married, you're still legally married, you have a wife.
Bro, but you cannot expect that from a woman like Brittany, bro. That kind of thinking? Come on now. Are we serious?
She didn't say that. And that was the straw that broke the camel's back. And again, I want to say this too. A lot of times as men, we can basically take somebody who's in our corner and then turn that person into somebody that hates us. And we got to be mindful and understand that people don't have to love us. We do not deserve for somebody to basically care about us. People care about you because they want to. They don't owe you anything. All right? Contrary to popular belief, nobody has to give you their time. Contrary to popular belief, nobody got to give you your love. Contrary to popular belief, nobody owes your ass anything. And once we understand that as people, as individuals, as men, we will have an easier time in life. But once we continue to stick by that narrative that somebody owes us something, people got to stay down and we get to treat anybody any kind of way. No. We can take people who really, really love us and make them thorns in our side and make them hate us based on how we treat them. If we're being rude to people and mean to people that love us, we got to understand and recognize that and apologize. Listen, what happened is wrong. I appreciate you for what you do for me. I want to improve and get better. And then go about it like that. So, guys.
Man, come on, bro. You think somebody who's a narcissist, it's easy for them to do that? Hell nah. And in situations like this, everybody's a narcissist. That's because everybody's under this goddamn spotlight, right? If you take your Brittany Renner, you take your Kevin Gates, and the one person that's not, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't value that thing above their own selves is the Queen DREKA, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's DREKA right there. You feel me? She a real one. Anyway, Gucci Mane and Keisha Keour's creepy marriage. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's creepy marriage talk type shit. Scary things, man. Come on. Let's dive into it. Let's see what it's talking about.
Since the release of his 2005 debut studio album Trap House, Radrick Davis, better known as Gucci Mane, has been one of hip-hop's most influential artists. But away from the music scene, he served time behind bars and battled substance abuse issues. After meeting entrepreneur Keisha Keour, his entire life changed. When it comes to celebrity couples, few have built such a polished, icy image quite like them. They're always dripping in diamonds, posing in their mega mansion, riding around in Rolls Royces, and posting anniversary tributes that could double as luxury brand ads.